Yo guys, welcome to my heist guide. In this video I'm going to be going over the different rogues, contracts, and blueprints. I'm going to break down how each one of them work and the different perks and flaws of each one of the rogues. Without further ado, here we go. Alrighty guys, so for the first portion of the video I am going to be going over like the rogues that you can hire and how to like unlock them all and stuff. So when you first start, you're going to start off with 3 rogues. I'm just going to click on this person so I can see them all. So you're going to start off with Exile, Karst, and Tibbs. So those are the 3 that you're going to start with. To unlock the rest of them, you kind of like have to go into contracts with each one of these rogues, and they're going to like bring their buddy with them. So I believe Tibbs brings Huck, so then you'd have to have Huck. I think he brings Vendiri. Karst will bring Tuolina, and Tuolina will bring a friend. Isla will bring a friend as well. And then that's kind of like how you unlock them until you unlock all 9. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the unlocking part. And then for the rogues that you can get, there's different perks and different jobs and stuff that they can do. So there's a few of them you really want to focus on to make sure that their job level gets to max, because certain ones, even though it's like, hey, this person can do lockpicking, they might only be able to get lockpicking to rank 3, whereas some can get it to rank 5. Plus, there's like different perks as well. So if we use Karst for an example, he has one of the best perks with less raising of alert level from opening chests. We'll get into that when we get to the contract part of the portion of the video. But he can also do level 5 lockpicking. So he's the only one that cannot, or that can do level 5 lockpicking. So you're going to want to focus to get him to level 5, because certain contracts are going to require level 5 lockpicking. So you just want to make sure that you get someone there as fast as possible. There's a lot of different things that they can do as well. So the ones that you want to focus on, Niles does level 5 counter thaumaturgy. Probably butchered that, but so you want to get him to level 5 as quick. Huck is kind of like an all-around guy. He can get everything to level 3. I don't really focus on him too much just because, yeah. But he'll buff you and then you can get increased experience and stuff. So if you're doing this for like EXP and stuff, you might want to focus on him a little bit too, but make sure you get the rest of the ones that can go to level 5 to level 5. Tibbs is brute force level 5, so make sure every brute force mission comes up, make sure you get Tibbs to do it. Nanette is level 5 perception, so with perception, just a note about perception is these contracts and blueprints will have like random little sentry things that go around in a circle with a red light on them. They almost look like an alarm light that's above a door. They will raise your alert level, but we'll get into the alert level stuff when we get into contracts. Vendiri is one of the better ones because he can do level 5 demolition and trap disarmament, but he can also duplicate rewards of chests, but at the cost of more raising of alert level. So just keep that in mind. Tuolina is the best for agility, and then you can get different chance for things that you can sell for rogue markers coming out of chests, and less raising of alert level. Gianna is one of the best once you unlock her for a couple reasons. One, she's level 5 deception, and 2, she has 30% reduced revealing for blueprints. We'll get into that in the blueprint section, but essentially you want to bring her on as many as you can because you only get one of these unlocks like per mission, and they'll save you a lot of rogue markers in the long run. And then Isla is just level 5 engineering. Her perk is increased time before lockdown, so it's like if you got like a crap reward at the end or something, then you can just blow the alarm and go and loot a whole bunch of chests. You'll have lots of time to do it. So that's pretty much it for the rogues. For their gear, I don't really focus too much on this, to be honest with you. I focus more on like job speed. So this one has like 14% increased engineering speed. So that will help with getting through your things faster, and then getting an additional reveal is kind of nice too, but it's not a huge deal. Karst has probably one of the best ones for me. So this one has increased lockpicking speed, increased job speed, and increased lockpicking speed again, so he gets done pretty quick. So just look for gear like that. I believe this item can give you like different things, like different boosts for like stuff that drops out of chests and just a few little perks. You can focus on this. I don't really worry about it too much. And then Coke's usually buff, and same with I don't know what you'd call this item slot. I'll just call it a trinket. So that's pretty much it for the rogues that you can hire. So let's move on to the contract part. Alright, so for the next portion of the video, we are going to go over contracts. So the contracts are like things that will drop in maps, and then I think anytime after Act 6. So a few things to note about contracts. One, you don't really have to roll these because you're focusing more on getting the item at the end and like special chests that are in there. I don't know if you can hold up. No, so it doesn't work that way. But anyway, so we want to just be able to roll them. So a thing to note with doing heist stuff is everything that you pick up in there will be called contraband. So if you die in the heist, then you drop all the loot, and then if you've triggered the alarm, then you can't go back in there and get the loot. But if you haven't triggered the alarm, then you can go back in there and get the loot. So you got to be careful with that. So make sure that your inventory is pretty empty. Also, you're going to notice where it says here requires deception level 4. There's going to be like a whole bunch of different ones. Like I can show you, like this one's engineering, demolition, brute force, blah, 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 blah. So that's why you want to level up your rogues so you can make sure that they're high enough level to run these. So this one's deception level 4. I have deception at level 5. So what we have to do is once we're ready to get to run this contract, we want to talk to, I think it's Aja. I think that's how you say her name. So you want to go to prepare heist, and then you're going to put the contract in there. So now it's going to have like a little team thing here. So you're going to want to do is click on that, and then since this is the only person that can use it for me, we are going to go level 5 Gianna, which is a good one because you get reduced blueprint revealing costs. So you want to hit that, and then it's going to cost you a few markers when you do this. So when you're ready to run the heist, we sign contract, and then Anya or whatever her name is going to pick up or open a portal. So we want to go into the portal now. So this is going to be the heist starting. So we're going to start off in like a little like area before the heist thing. So we're going to go in here, and then I'll show you guys before we start what you kind of want to look for. So now that we're in the heist, you're going to see all these little chests, and then you're going to see some that have like a symbol on them. So every time you open up one of these chests, you're going to raise the alert level a little bit. The little ones will only raise it a little bit, and these ones you'll have to like blow up a door or do whatever to get to these ones. My personal advice is you pretty much can skip all of the big doors unless there is currency, divination cards, or a random chest, divination cards being priority. If there's none of those, then I wouldn't really bother with it. The armor ones can drop you like 6 links, 6 sockets, and synthesized gear. The jewelry one I will sometimes run because sometimes you can get a good synthesized mod on a jewel or a ring or something that could sell for a lot. It's pretty rare, but I've had it happen before. Harbinger ones are kind of useless now because exalts aren't really worth anything. So it's like better just to click on a normal chest and hopefully you get a chaos out of there. So my strategy is I'll look around, see if there's any like chests that I want to open, but these are armor, Harbinger armor. So with that not being anything that I want, I'm going to focus on the little chests as I go. I'm not really going to go way out of the way to get them because it's like you still want to do these fast as possible as well, but you want to get a little bit of loot as well. So before we go, then our goal is to get to the end here because this end's going to have an item, and then once you loot this item, then the alarm's going to trigger, then we have to get out. So here I'm going to run this for you guys and kind of do some commentary as we do it just so I can kind of show you guys what we are going to do. I usually play with the map leaving off because I don't like looking on the corner of the screen, so I apologize if that drives you crazy. I'll turn it on and off and stuff. So this is a level 83. I'm playing my Death's Oath character. I do have a build guide for it if you guys want to check it out. So this door here has like a symbol that you had to click on, or if you have a hotkey set up, which I highly recommend, then you don't have to click on it at all. So here we got a little chest. So we're just going to open it, and you notice that it raises alert level. So these ones are just like random stuff. Usually you can get like, you can get anything from like currency to like jewels, gems, like pretty much anything that can drop out of the big ones. It's just random and less loot. So there's another one. Just nothing in there is my filter. So there's one of those doors that kind of just, you have to use your rogue guy to do that. I'm not going to open up any of those chests because those chests raise the alert level by quite a bit. So if I hover over one, you can kind of see it. It goes up by like a quarter. But I don't want any loot out of those, so I'm just going to move on. So we got to open the door here. So we're just going to slowly work our way over here. I'm just going to grab this chest.
Ooh, really good find.
Sometimes you can get a lot of stuff in them. Sometimes you can't. It's typical RNG from this game. So we're just going to keep going here. I'm going to grab this chest. So we got jewels. I don't feel like picking them up. Just save time for the video. So I'm going to grab one more. After that, it'll probably be too many, and we're pretty much at the end anyway. So we got a GCP out of that one, so it's technically a chaos, but I don't really sell those. So here we got a deception thing, so we're just going to open the door. I'm just going to clear out a bit. So some of these rooms will have a safe in them. There's usually 2 of them. You can open those up after you click on this, but anything else you can't. So if I click on this, any chest that I haven't opened yet will go away unless you have a rogue that has an ability to open up chests after lockdown. So now we're here for our item. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this twice, and that item's going to drop, and then we got to get out of here because they're going to be like, oh, someone's broken in or whatever. So we're going to run out now. And yep, we're just going to keep going here. Sometimes these can get a little rough. This one's kind of an easier one, but usually, like if you're demolition or something, you're going to have to blow open doors, and then there's going to be a whole bunch of monsters on the other side, or like a few other things as well. But this one's not too bad. It's kind of why I picked this one, just because it's a little faster. Let's loot some currency stuff here. So once we get to the end, I'll show you what I mean by the contraband thing. I forgot to mention that before. It would have been easier, but it should be okay.
Leave us alone.
There we go. We'll just kill these guys. So you'll notice like this little symbol with the contraband thing. It means you can't use it or anything until you exit. So once you exit, and then it's over, and then now you keep the item. So that's how that works. So now we got this like thing that we went in there for. What do we do with it? Well, we're gonna go back to town, hopefully. There we go. And then we're gonna talk to this guy over here. What's his name? Faistus. We'll go with that. And we're gonna sell him this item, and then we're gonna get a whole bunch of rogue markers. So that's how you get your rogue markers, one of the big ways. So that's why you want to just run through those as fast as possible. So yeah, so that's the rogue markers. So then you click OK. And then that's pretty much it for contracts. So you want to run them over and over and over and over again. And then eventually you're going to get enough markers for doing rogue, or for revealing blueprints. So we might as well head into the blueprint portion of the video now that we've went through contracts. So there's going to be a couple different types of blueprints. So this one's got enchanted armaments. Not really good, in my opinion. You don't really make any money off those because there's just so many. At least from my experiences. Maybe there is ways to make money off it. Someone can let me know if there is. So there's the enchanted thing. What else have we got here? Just going to go through this. Thieves' trinkets are currency, so what this will do is give you a trinket that will allow items, like special things to happen with chests. So I got one right here. So like the reason why I'm using this one is like 3% enchant for Orb of Transmutes to drop as chaos instead, and then extra divination cards, because I focus mainly on divination cards because that's like the most consistent money with stacked decks. So there's a trinket one. I believe this one's unusual gem. So this is like the big ticket ones. If you get like a good gem, then you can make like a divine. I think a few sell for like 2 or 3 divines. Like it's pretty crazy. So you can go for gems. And then there is replica uniques. Where is it? Thieves trinkets. So replicas are experimental items. So replica uniques are pretty decent. I can show you a couple. So here I got replica Volker's guidance. These can go for 5C. And then a cold iron point, which is 15C. I use where's belts here? I can give you another example. I use for leveling this one a lot. If you're leveling spells, this thing's amazing. It just does so much. It gives you so much damage. Just flat damage for level 25. It will help you level up like really fast. So these usually sell for 8 to 10C, and they go pretty quick. So yeah, that's pretty much it for those. So I am gonna run like a thieves trinket one, just so you guys, so I don't have to like search up what the items are worth or something. That just you can just go. So I'm picking this one just because it has more divination cards. So once we get our blueprint, which drops from maps, and I think some of them can drop in contracts really rarely, we need to use our rogue markers to reveal like different areas. So we have to go to this NPC right here, and then we're gonna reveal blueprint deals. So here's where we're gonna get into, as I mentioned earlier, about certain rogues that can give you cheaper reveals. So you have to reveal different wings, but notice like that one's 4,000 markers, roughly 3,500, like stuff like that with him. But we can go with Gianna. She has 40% discount, so it's going to go from 4,000 to 2,000 pretty much. Like a little bit more, but I'm just like giving you a rough example. So this can save you a whole bunch of reveals. So you want to use her to reveal like the big ticket area. So the way you do it is you just click on it. So reveal, 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 and it's going to open up like a whole bunch of new areas. So I'm going to go back to Wicano or whatever his name is. So we're going to zoom in. So during this patch or whatever that I'm running this, so it's a 3.9 Lake of Calandra League, it's not really worth like revealing anything except divination cards, because of stacked decks you can sell them so quickly. Even the currency ones aren't really worth it, because you spend more currency on rogue markers, on like getting the area open, than you would just not going there, because you don't really get that good of loot. So you're going to notice that some things are already open. So this one has like a map reward room and stuff like that. And then there's also escape route. These are pointless in my opinion. They just make it so you can get out faster. It's not really worth it in my opinion, because you got to spend like probably sometimes up to 1,000 rogue markers. Nope, just 700, but still like that's like a couple chaos just to leave like 2 rooms earlier. It's not that big of a deal. So what we're gonna do is reveal a couple rooms. So the way we do it is we just click on it. So we're gonna do divination cards and divination card again, and then I think that's pretty much it. Oh, another one. More like this. So that's pretty much it. You don't have to do everything. You just the ones you want, because you only have a certain amount of the alert bar to fill up, and these like have their own separate alert bars. So once we're done that, we're just going to pull the contract out of here. Now we have to go over here into the room and then click on the planning table. So you're going to go in here, and you're going to notice you can take 3 different rogues to each area. So for me, I kind of focus on Vendiri, and then less like Karst and like Tulina or something for less raising of alert level, because then you have all that chance to duplicate, plus you don't raise the alert level. It kind of offsets like Vendiri's thing. But here we're not going to have that option really, so we're just going to go with Gianna, go with Tibbs, and then Isla. It's pretty much the only thing we can do there anyway. And then here we're going to do the same thing.
I need.
But here we could do Vindiri, so I'm going to go with that.
Timing. I've been looking for something to do.
Next, we're just going to... So Isla...
Blowing red rocks along on this mission.
This one kind of sucks because I can't even use cars for any of them, but...
Make people sick. It's
So
the
hopefully,
corruption they leak that does that.
Okay, so you're going to get all your people in there.
What a dress, like
And then you want to confirm the plans. It's going to tell you on the side
just what everyone
that
likes
the...
to
it's going to cost you 2,000 markers just to run this.
see. It is hereby
So,
authorized.
there we go. So we'll authorize it. So now we're going to run back to the girl here.
Hello.
And we're going to prepare Grand Heist. So this is going to show us all. We're all good. Yep. Bam. Let's begin. So she's going to open it just like a contract. So now we're going to run in. And now you're going to notice like 4 different areas. So these are like the 4 wings. I'm going to run one wing to show you guys. And then I'll just do the rest after.
Sometimes.
So we're just going to go up here first.
But what?
So now we're just going to do the usual look, see what we got. So we got 2 divination card ones and then a bunch of smaller box.
Weapons up.
So I'm just going to quickly run through here. Clicking on chests again, but I don't really want it to go above half though.
No.
I'm not even going to let it go near half, to be honest. I might get like 1, maybe 2 more.
This needs
So here's like a bomb thing. Okay, I'm going to stop there. So I got a chaos there. So we're just going to run through here.
Climax. When I'm ready and not before.
And then we're just going to run through here. So at least here I can show you guys the bigger rooms as well. Show you how it works. So you have to blow the door open. Or smash through the door or whatever. And then sometimes you have to do the same with the chest. So here's the big chest. So we're just going to open it.
Quiet, or we'll have to go
We got 4 stacked decks. That's what we go after because they're worth 1.5 C a piece. Hopefully I have enough space. Barely.
This is
But so stacked decks. You always get stacked decks out of those. I've had up to like 9, I think. Okay, so now that we're done, we're going to want to go to the reward room because it's going to be a little bit different this time.
ignore the noise, mate.
So we're just going to head up here. So since we're doing trinkets, there's going to be trinkets and currency. So we have 6 chaos there, stacked decks. Chaos, this one doesn't even have any trinkets. That kind of sucks because I wanted to show you guys the trinket thing. Well, stacked decks are worth the most here. So we'll just run out. So just like before, the doors are going to close. So you can open those up after because I have Tibbs. And he can smash open a couple of these on the way out. So we're just going to head up here. So he's going to smash through the door here. And then you just want to keep going. Get out of here. We're going to blow this door open.
Okay, old man under attack.
And you kind of got to protect them as they get hit, their bar resets. So that's one good thing about a good job speed. Especially with demolition, it takes forever. So then boom. And just kind of dart through. Just be careful. Sometimes you can get shotgunned when you blow a door open. Like that.
just remember
So here,
when
just
we're in there.
looking, that
Question
one
is
wing
whether
made
or not
me
they action.
close to 30 C.
New concubine, though. Loads of
So
children.
it's pretty good. I'll do one more wing just to make sure that you guys can see one more. And then we'll end the video. So we're just going to look around again. So we have a couple maps. Sometimes the map ones are worth it, but I'm going to go after divination cards again. It kind of sucks not having Karsten here as it really reduces the alert level. So we got chaos there.
We've been sighted.
Grab one more, I think. I don't want to be that close again. Alright, so we're just going to run through. And having a good build for Heist is good too. Like mine, I had Death's Oath, so
For this,
I kind of just have to run near an enemy and they
you're
die.
just drunk, mate.
Okay, so we're going to open the door here. It's divination cards again. And we'll just open these puppies out. So we got 8 stacked decks out of there. Like 12, 13 C. Oh, might be able to get one more chest. Let's do it. So we got an alchemy. Now we're going to run to the end again.
Enemies heading our way. In most places,
So there we go. So now we got some trinkets this time at least. So this one has like chaos orbs for alterations and stuff like that. We got Val orbs, orb of chance, incubator, and alchemy. So this one's pretty bad. And then here's the safes I was talking about. So you can open these up. They don't reduce or raise the level or anything. But honestly, this one's really bad. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'll go for Val orbs, I guess. And then just run out of here. So I'm gonna finish these up, and then I'll come back. And I'll show you guys what I got out of this blueprint.
You've got quite the stats.
Alrighty, so we just finished up this blueprint.
No.
And I can give a quick breakdown of the amount of loot that I got out of here.
No.
Which is just from one blueprint, took me like 10 minutes. So, yeah, so we got 14 raw chaos. Divination cards here. Move that over too. So 14 raw chaos, and we got 30 C. I'll just say 36. So 14, that's 50 C. These are 10 C a pop. So that's 50, 60, 70, 80 C. Oh, we got more of these too. So that's like 12 C. So 92. So made roughly 92 C in about 10-15 minutes running that blueprint. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my heist video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful and kind of teaches you guys how to run heist and what to look for and how to level up your rogues or whatever. If you guys found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It would help the channel out a lot. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great day.